Good afternoon and welcome to another Movers and Mints Daily. This is your episode for September 13th, 2022. My name is Goldie and I bring you a recap of the most popular Solana NFT projects over the past 24 hours, and I introduce you to a popular upcoming mint. On today's show, 3 of the top 5 most popular projects are brand new to the marketplace, which is a really cool sign. And the new project we're talking about is a project surrounding bees. So, before we dive into everything, I do want to let you know and remind you, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before investing in any projects. This is purely for entertainment purposes only, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Like this video, drop a comment, share it with one of your friends. Let me know what you think. Any interaction goes a long way. A lot of work goes into this on a daily basis, so much appreciated. So having gotten all that out of the way, let's hop into the top 5 most popular projects over the past 24 hours, starting with a fun one at number 5. This is a fun one called GMers. Now, if you're new to the Solana NFT ecosystem, it's kind of a fun thing in the world to say good morning to people. That's what GM stands for. So you'll see a lot of influencers, or in Discords or wherever online you see a community, people just writing GM. So this is kind of a play off of that. A real degen play here, but projects like this typically tend to do well because they're just silly, goofy, and kind of poking fun at the community as a whole. But you could see, if you're watching, these things are just flying off right now. I mean, it keeps breaking, to be honest with you. The page is hard to, like a 218 million floor. I don't know what's going on with these, but before the page goes away, I will say they've done 3,857 in volume. They just launched today, and they're only 0.22 Solana. So people are snagging these. People love these fun, goofy, silly projects. So congratulations to GMers. Probably not going to be around for a while. Projects like this tend to spike and then fizzle out. But hey, you never know, and that's the fun of doing this show on a daily basis. So we'll see where they go from here. But let's move on to number 4. And that's going to be ABC. Quite opposite. This is a very solid project with a sneaky, popular, kind of cult following behind the scenes, because this has a floor price of 55. In the past 24 hours, they've done 5.4 thousand in volume. And this is a community of builders looking to build Web3 utilities and services. So it's a really cool project. They did more like it wasn't I don't think officially a stealth mint, but August 22nd, they minted for 1.23. And it's a pretty darn impressive rise to fame here. So they've already done 342,000. I mention it on the show every day. They have a shot, I believe, at becoming the fastest Solana NFT project to 1 million. So an all-time volume. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. They're not showing any signs of slowing down. And I love to see projects like this come out of nowhere and take the ecosystem by storm. Let's move on to number 3 on the day, and that's going to be Utes. Of course, they're going to show up in the top 5 somewhere. You didn't expect them not to, right? So we're waiting any day now for the Utes to be revealed. I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but a quick high-level review. You minted a tube, and then that is going to allow you to reveal a Ute. The Utes have different attributes, different levels of rarities, so it's going to be a free-for-all once that happens. Do you wait to reveal? Do you be one of the first to reveal? Who knows? The game is going to change. It's always changing on a daily basis here. Floor price 129. It's impressive to me that 9.3 thousand Solana has been traded in this project in the past 24 hours, because people are literally just trading tubes right now. They have no idea what they're going to be getting. So probably people are positioning themselves to grab a bunch. Obviously, the more tubes you have, better chance you have of getting a really valuable Ute. I think all of them are going to be valuable, but obviously the more rare ones are going to be more valuable. Excited to see that happen. That should be happening this week sometime. Let's move on to number 2 and 1. 2 new projects. First, start with number 2 here. This one's called Space Monkeys, a derivative project of Solana Monkey Business, one of the all-time great Solana NFT projects. 10,000 monkeys blasting off at the speed of light. That's the description. As you can see, it's basically Solana Monkey Business, but it looks like they have fish bowls on their head. I don't know. Who knows? But guess what? They're doing well. They're off and running. Not going to dive too much into derivative projects, but I do think they're is an opportunity in the Solana space for derivative projects to have success. In the past, since they've been around less than 24 hours, 10.9 thousand in volume with a floor price of 1.77. So pretty impressive to start off with, but not gonna spend too much time on a derivative project right now, but take a look if you're interested. Let's move on to number one, and it's S4 Genesis. This one's interesting because they've done 14.7 thousand in volume. Again, haven't been around for even 24 hours yet. They're cranking. There's only 81 listed though, which is pretty darn impressive. So that's, I think, what's driving that high floor price for the time being. Who knows where it'll go from here. It's utility-enabled PFPs consisting of 1,111 Sakus. Not really sure what this is. Haven't really had time to really dive into this one, but they're topping the charts today in the past 24 hours in terms of popularity and volume traded on Magic Eden. So that's going to wrap it up for the top 5 projects over the past day. Now, let's look ahead to a popular upcoming mint. As always, I like to show you, I go to the drop calendar on Magic Eden, and then I filter by the number of upvotes. You can't cheat the system. You need to log in order to cast an upvote. So that's typically an indication of a strong community. So I scroll down, and Flying Bee is who we're going to be talking about today. 2,163 upvotes. Definitely quite a bit. On the Magic Eden page, we'll read the description real quick. Flying Bee is a sporadic NFT collection on Solana of about 4,444 hand-drawn, full-body NFT collectibles of bees. The main motive of this project is to increase the floor price by community wallet, DAO, provide holders royalties, and going to be a vast utility in its gaming universe. So let's head over to their website. Their character kind of reminds me of a South Park bee. I forgot the specific character, but if you're just listening, you can check out the links as always. All the links for everything I'm talking about will be in the description below. And it just describes it the same way in their website as well, but it's got all the information that I think is relevant to the upcoming project. You can take a look here. I'm not going to go over all of it for the sake of time, but they got their roadmap, an FAQ, they talk about the game, all kinds of stuff that's going to be going on with this project. Heading over to their Twitter page here as it loads, 9,079 followers, which is pretty interesting because when I loaded this earlier, they are at 9,000 exactly. So they've gained 79 followers in the short time I've been on there. Bots, real people, who knows, right? It's all a guessing game in the Twitter sphere, but that's a pretty good following. And they're obviously very active because they're hyping up their project. They're getting people excited. It's coming in soon. Now, speaking of that, there is not a specific day or time when these will be minting. So if you are interested in getting to know this project, there's definitely still time. I have it on the FAQ here on their Discord. The FAQ is very informative and is incredibly specific. So if you have questions about this project, you can go over there. But what I wanted to point out in their Discord, something that really impressed me, if you watch the show and you know anything about me, I always am impressed by sections in Discords where they're collaborating with other projects. I think that's a very good sign. And Flying Bee might be collaborating with the most projects that I've ever seen in the time that I've been doing this. So I'm going to just start scrolling, and for all you podcast listeners, I'm going to kind of explain, but all right, ready? I'm going to start scrolling now. Ready? Here we go. And I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling. Continuing. Look at this. There are a ton of projects that they are working with. I love to see that. I just stopped scrolling, by the way. So that is a great indication, at least in my opinion. They're getting people from other projects excited about it, and we can all be successful together by sharing each other's successes and failures too, and understanding what it takes to be a successful project. So love to see that. Flying Bee, I wish you the best of luck in your launch, whatever that may be. And if you're interested in this project, you can go ahead and take a look in the description, along with all the other projects we talk about. Everything you need to know about these projects is down below. Take that ball, run with it, and do with it what you will. And that is the end of Movers and Mints Daily for September 13th, 2022. Thanks for watching. As always, it's greatly appreciated. And like I mentioned in the beginning, any interactions are greatly appreciated. I put a lot of work into this on a daily basis. Make sure to get this done every single day for you. So, my name's Goldie. I'm in Frisco, Texas, and there's about a week left of summer. So, I'm still hanging on to hope. There's still time. And I'm going to ask, when's Solana summer? Well, maybe we'll get lucky. But having said that, I'll see you tomorrow. Checking out from Frisco, Texas. We'll see you for Movers and Mints Daily tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.